Yet again, I'm reading another story about a pedophile teacher. This one hits a little closer to home. In Melbourne, teacher and boyfriend pled guilty to child sex offences. A music teacher at one of Melbourne's biggest secondary schools and his boyfriend have admitted to a combined 60 child sex offences. A Melbourne music school teacher and his boyfriend have committed more than 60 child sex offences between them, including performing sexual acts in front of minors and sexual assault. Couple Benjamin John Heels and Tristan Dale Kalinin Smaley, both 33, pleaded guilty to a raft of charges before Judge Helen Sims in the County Court of Victoria on Thursday. It's funny how all these things keep coming out of Victoria, like Ros Ward's Safe Schools program, how that went. Heels, an ex-music teacher at Fountain Gate Secondary College in Narran Warren, in Melbourne's populous southeast, pleaded guilty to engaging in sexual conduct with a child under the age of 16 in a suburb of Pakenham in January to May last year. Fucking disgusting. He also notified a court of his intention to plead guilty to more charges of sexually assaulting a minor, sexual activity in the presence of a child using a carriage service to transmit child sex abuse material, and possessing child sex abuse material. Cullinan Smaley pleaded guilty to using a carriage service to encourage a child under the age of 16 to engage in sexual activity with him in Berwick in 2017. He also said he intended to plead guilty to the charges of transmitting child pornography, possessing child abuse material, and using a carriage service to transmit child abuse material. These fucking disgusting cunts. Both Heels and Cullen and Smaley appeared in court via video link sitting next to one another at Hopkins Correctional Centre at Ararat. In a Facebook post in August 2019, Heels celebrates the 9-year anniversary of his relationship with Smaley. It feels just like yesterday he went on our first date to the movies, writes Heels, who has been photographed dressed up as a clown in a Harry Potter pyjamas. So much has happened with so much more to come. Through thick and thin, good and bad, ups and downs, there is no one else I want to spend my time with. The matter was just adjourned to February next year for further pleas and sentencing, with court waiting a report on assessing a pair's risk to the community. Well, I can tell you the risk to them if they ever get fucking found. These disgusting fucking animals that prey on kids, and there's just more and more and more of it. I'd really like to know how these two found each other, because one pedophile in a relationship, bad enough, but they've obviously fucking found each other in some backwater, dark part of the web somewhere, because I don't know how you have that conversation with someone. I don't know how it comes up in conversation. And he's a fucking teacher in a Melbourne school. Didn't hear about it back then, did you, when it first came out? I haven't seen this in the news barely anywhere. How does this not just get fucking screamed from the rooftops? I don't know. It's amazing the amount of pedophiles that are popping up in Australia and around the world that seem to be teachers. Well, we all know why they go and become a teacher, don't they? It's like, why do pedophiles go and decide to become priests? Because it's not the job that turns them into that. Because I had an argument with people about them saying that not being able to have sex and being celibate for a priest is why they turn into a pedophile. It's not, because I guarantee you, there's people that are virgins until they're 30 and they don't go and fucking rape kids. It's not because they're not getting sex. It's because there's something wrong with them in their head and they need to be put down, like the dogs they are. It's astounding how many times this keeps happening. Oh, you've really got to fucking pick and choose. It'd be terrifying having kids. It really got to pick and choose where you send your kids to school and where the fuck is safe anymore. These people, him and his boyfriend, these two fuckwits, have obviously found each other somehow on the internet and decided they're going to get some sort of little pedophile ring going. It's insane how many of these people are out there teaching your kids, molesting children, doing unspeakable fucking things to them. And then the media shuts it down and you're not allowed to know where they live when they get out of jail. They'll probably get a smack on the wrist, these cunts. They probably won't get anything done to them. They'll get smack on the wrist, be out of fucking prison. And anyone who says that they're going to get what they have coming to them in prison, no, they won't. They'll get put away somewhere with their little fucking special boys club they have going. These two will have a fat time in prison. They won't necessarily have the shit stomped out of them or anything that they deserve. They will be treated kindly and they'll be sent with people who are like-minded like them. There was a great TikTok I watched the other day where people like these blokes were trying to change the word from pedophile to minor attracted person. And this old bloke from like Louisiana or somewhere like that was saying how back in his day, they didn't even call them pedophiles. They used to call them baby rapers. Because that's what they are. That's what they fucking are. A pedophile is a really bleached term for what they are. You might not like the words. You might get banned off of social media for saying it. But that's what they are. Baby rapers. Disgusting. And there's only one place and one thing to do with people like that. So remember these guys' faces. Remember their names. Heels and Smaley. Remember their Benjamin Heels. Remember his face, because he'll be out. Even if he gets hit with every single charge, he'll be out soon. So will his boyfriend, Tristan Cullinan Smaley. Disgusting. They'll be out doing it again. They won't change. They won't stop just because they got caught. They'll just hide it more. You're allowed to chemically castrate kids in Victoria, but you're not allowed to chemically castrate pedophiles or baby rapers. And people like these guys are the ones who are pushing for the language change, where instead of calling them pedophiles, they want you to call them MAPs or minor attracted persons. And people who are running the education, especially in Victoria, it seems to be really pronounced Victoria, I don't know, they're trying to bring in shit like that. Safe Schools program that they kicked because they were teaching children how to masturbate at the age of 5. What the fuck is wrong with people? And that got voted in. Ros Ward, go and Google that fucking, that person. I'd say that Ros Ward has the same kind of affiliations that these two blokes had or have. So do your research, go to your parent-teacher meetings. There's not much you can do though, because they're not going to come out and tell you, but try to talk to your kids and find out what kind of shit's going on at school, because these disgusting child groomers are prevalent fucking everywhere. We just saw what happened with the Epstein trial. Nothing. There's a massive list of rich, wealthy people that sounds like a conspiracy theory. It's not even a fucking conspiracy theory. It's all proven true in the court of law. And we don't get to find out any of their names. No one gets charged for it. Just one person, Ghislaine, goes down for it. And the people who were defending those pedophiles and defending people like Ghislaine Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein, and their cohorts, they're now like the attack dogs for the President of the United States, who's attacking the ex-president. So conspiracy theory go fucking rife with it, you know, like it's a fucked up world and these people are everywhere. So take care of your kids, find out what they're learning at school, find out who's teaching it to them, because you can protect your kids all you want, but these grubs like this will be out there forever. And they're getting more and more pronounced. They're getting more and more like open about it too. They're actively talking about it. If you go onto TikTok, they're talking about it like these people deserve to be able to feel the things that they feel. I'm sorry, but no, I thought that was the one thing we could all agree on as a human race, that raping babies and children and being a pedophile is a bad thing. But now people like this, people like Ros Ward, people like, you go on a fucking TikTok, you see, or YouTube or Twitter, they're defending, there was a fucking TED talk about minor attracted persons. You, like that bloke, a southern bloke who was talking about baby rapers, how they used to be called baby rapers. If you lessen the harm of the word and treat it with less weight, you treat the act with less weight. So calling them, when they used to be baby rapers and child molesters, and then calling them pedophiles, pedosexuals, and trying to change it to MAPS or minor attracted persons, trying to normalize it. And I think anyone who tries to normalize it should meet the same fate that these two are going to meet. Bit of mob rule, a bit of mob justice can go a long way sometimes. But I'd say that these two guys, they will get away with it. They'll probably get a bit of an ankle monitor or something like that. And they'll be out. And they won't stop. Because since when do they ever stop? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
Retribution!